All right, welcome back, guys. Another game, another day. We're just gonna play something unusual way. All right, so I'm not sure what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna field shut up both my bishops. Okay, he attacks this. I can just protect it while, developing a piece. Okay, he wants to castle alone by this move. That looks quite good. And, we say next, do what you want. Not usually what you should do, but it is what it is. F3, chase away the bishop. Not scared of this diagonal because I played G3. And I guess there's a possibility to break it open here. Takes. And we're gonna do that. And we're gonna do that. Because we were threatening the other one. And now we're threatening F4 and, we have a lot of space. So it all looks good for me. Or at least in my eye. Okay, it goes there. Can get a bishop. You can get the bishop. And then we get the bishop pair. I'm pretty happy with that on the long term. So we're pretty much switching up to a long-term strategy here, I would say. You might long castle, you might not long castle. You might also go short. Goes a6. Now we have to make a decision. Do we go short? Do we go short? Do we go long? And I favor going short. Why not? Okay, this doesn't look all too great, but nothing wrong with it. And I'm already thinking of something like this, maybe even knight here, threatening this, and after takes, you know, shit's gonna happen one way or another. So he castles, finally. Finally, he makes a decision, and finally, we keep this knight here. We keep this knight here, be annoying. We don't want to trade for our stupid bishop. I wasn't thinking about it, but no. Why don't we play c4? Could also play rook d1. Rook e1 is also an option. Rook e1 just looks good. Position from a positional standpoint. Because then, he can never take here. So I'm gonna play that move. I'm gonna play that move. You know? Goes there. Wants to open up shit. We don't. So ooh, I actually missed this, and the gravity of this move is actually quite big. We could also do nothing. But doing nothing also feels quite bad. Hmm. Hard question. I also see suddenly that the bishop and the queen, sorry, king and the queen is lined up. If we could have played this at some stage of the game, we would have had better ways of tackling this issue. So why don't we play knight f4? Okay, we get the knight away from the optimal square, quote unquote, but where does the queen go? Where does the queen go? He has to go here, and then if you go here, isn't this pin too strong to deal with? I suddenly find myself very smart. Yes. And now I'm gonna just gonna double check if this really works, because you do have this, then I just take. Then c4, then I just take. What can you put in between this? Nothing. This is my moment of shine. Did I really say that? Yeah, I did. But yeah, good shit. Good shit. Yeah, and now another hard ash question is asked. This is hanging. This pawn is attacked. But we are up a queen. But we definitely don't want to allow our opponent to make a queen. His best piece, the most potential piece, could be the knight going from here to there, but there we got things covered. I didn't see that before, now I do. So back to the issue at hand, that this is attacked and this is attacked. I think if he takes here, we can just slip here, and there's no actual attack happening. However, if we run away with the knight, he can take with the rook. Then he attacks the queen. I cannot stop it. So I think the knight should stay here. It actually serves a role, it serves a purpose. We go king g2. As awful as it looks, I think it stops him from retaking with the rook, and it stops him from taking here. So I think it's a good move. And then we go maybe here to recapture the very dangerous pawn. Anytime knight here comes, we just take, and after it takes, our queen is attacked. But that's not a problem, I think. Here we can take here as well. And then rook here comes. Okay. Things are getting a bit frisky here again. We could take, but then rook here comes. And then this is all pinned. But if you go here, and he goes here, you can just play this. Could also just take here. And after this, we just move aside. He could give a check. Then we take, and the rook is protected by the queen. So that seems to work perfectly fine. So I just execute it. Execute it. So it goes there. Now we can just go here. We might even be able to take. We might even be able to take here, but this comes with check, so I'm not sure about that one. Let's just be a safe pony and go here. We might have, yeah, and now we take, because this is protected by the queen. There. Well, we could take, again, still very much this knight here. Could also go here. What is he threatening with this move? Nothing much, nothing much, nothing much, I think. So I'm thinking about playing the queen here. What checks does he have? He does have this check and this check, which is covered at the moment. Can also put the knight here. But the thing I'm most worried about at the moment are the open files and the fact that the king is on f6. Sorry, on f3. So we need to take care of that. We don't take care of that by doing it the way I do it, apparently, which is really bad. I didn't see this. So here we just go back, I guess. Yeah, and as you can see, the position becomes hard to play, and then when the position becomes hard to play, I tend to struggle. I tend to struggle. Still doing good. Still doing good. You know, could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse. But yeah, not ideal. Not ideal. Yeah. So now we have a queen for a rook. But the big difference is, of course, king safety. He does have the extra pawn, but I'm not worried about that at the moment. I think we just try to trade off pieces, and in the end game, we're always winning. So he goes there. I guess we can take the pawn. Don't see why that would be bad. At least not yet. There. Could give a check. Maybe play e5. Maybe not. Well, we probably will. Chase away the bishop to a less effective square. And now we can start hunt some things, I think. Not sure, because, the king is here and you can give a check, rare take. I didn't see that. And if he goes here, you take here. If he takes here. Oh, oh. Yeah, that hurts. Actually spotted this, and the queen is... Oh no, it's fine. You could just go back with the rook. Whoopsie. So here we just take. Here we just take. And our intention is to walk with the pawn. Simply. Goes there. We just go forward with the pawn. I think it's time. We also make space for the knight to jump to e5. Now the time has come to do that. And here we can access all sorts of interesting squares. Goes there. Very interesting. Yeah, we have some options here. I think the most effective one would just be trying to trade pieces. Reattack this twice. And next move we just move it up. And then go there. That seems to be the way to go. So he goes there. Now we can go here, and after takes, we are winning. Here we are turning this, and after takes, we are also winning. So I think this is okay. Of course, I did not calculate all the way through. It's purely an idea. It's purely the fact that this is twice defended. It's purely the fact that I want to play this move. So let's do that. And if he takes now, I just take here, and after recapturing, I take here. So yeah, should be good. Also, we don't even need the queen. So let's take here now. And now we take here. And he resigns. Very nice game. Let's look at the analysis. E4, E5, and we played a very dubious B3. I think pretty much the game is already not in their favor, but it gives some life to the position where theory has taken over, right? So C6, knight C6, obviously. Bishop B2, D6, D3, bishop E6, and bishop D2. Just foreshadowing the bishops. Knight F6, knight C3, there, here, there. And here I think our opponent makes our first mistake because basically you don't do anything after F3. You don't achieve anything, you just have to go back and you wasted the tempo because now in this position it was your turn. In this position it's my turn. So that's why I'm better. Bum, 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 here. And decide to take the bishop. Don't know if that's a good trade. Engine kind of agrees. Yeah, I just think the bishops have so much potential, the knight as well. Actually, every minor piece is well placed. Well, his pieces are kind of dangling around. Maybe this knight can find a spot somewhere, but the most potent square is b4, which isn't that potent at all. So we castle. It's very aggressive, I have to say. I have to give it to him. And here, I think I can already go for knight f4, queen here, and bishop h3. But only after the very confronting move h4, I looked for this tactic where the queen is just on the same diagonal. It only has one square to go to, and we managed to win it. Another important detail here, like he could spot that this knight is a technical move here, but then You gave a big portion of your advantage already away, even though engine still says it's winning. It's not that easy to play anymore for white, as this rook has already infiltrated. The whole thing is a mess, in my opinion. I would, for instance, not know what to play in this position. I would even consider, something like this to get away from the comfort. Probably not, though. Probably not. Probably this, now that I look at it. Yeah. Okay, it's fine. But, you want to avoid these things to begin with, only if you have nothing else to do. It might be better to not. So, yeah, here make a dumb mistake by going queen f2, allowing the fork. But the idea behind queen f2 was to move the rook to g1 and trade everything off. But it was done in such a manner that it was kind of autopilot, not looking at the threats of the opponent. It might have been better to even uh, play a silent move like rook h1. And then the plan would be to tuck the king at d1 or c1. So bishop g4, nothing to do. Takes, takes, takes. We go back and forth, and here we reach a quite nice position where it's impossible to stop every threat. If you take here, obviously we're gonna just recapture anyway and be up a queen. And in the game, he took the pawn, but then we take that. And we're still up a queen, but now he has a rook instead of a minor piece. So that was a pretty nice game, I think. Gained some rated points back. 69 is a very nice number. See you guys next time.